Hi friends, I am Rijo. Today we are just plan to cover the topic Microsoft Intune Cloud PK configuration. So we will go for our learning objective. Cloud PK work concept and what is Cloud PK and what is the benefit of our tradition on premises to cloud and process of flow architecture and simple certificate enrollment process SCEP and root issuing certificate authority and demo how to Microsoft Entra certificate based authentication using Intune Cloud PK. We will go for our learning objective. So first we will discuss some basic concept of what is the Cloud PK work concept. So you can see here one of the standard user. The IT admin need to set up a certificate authentication to Office 365 account login. So this is your standard user. The user needed to login for system office365.com using their certificate authentication. So how do we can do this one? So one Intune Cloud PK issue the certificate. So how to the Intune Cloud PK? Once the Microsoft Intune portal and Cloud PK you configure, then Cloud PK issue the certificate. After the issuing the certificate provision to the end user device. You can see here certificate provision to the end user devices. After the certificate will be Intune will be provided Cloud PK. Then after that user can log in the Office 365 account using the certificate based authentication. So now you understand the basic concept of what is the use of the Cloud PK certificate authentication. Thus, we will go for the brief in the Cloud PK. So, what is the Cloud PKI? Cloud-based solution for managing a digital certificate. It provides secure communication and authentication for the device and user. And Microsoft Cloud PK only issues certificate to the network device that are MDM enrolled. And what is PK? Public key infrastructure. A system that uses a digital certificate to authenticate and encrypt data between the device and the services. And PK essential for various scenario example, VPN, Wi-Fi, email, web and device identity. Supporting certificate authority, then the Cloud PK will be supporting the certificate authority. It will be route to CA and issuing CA. This both certificate will be support for the Cloud PK. And the license requirement, Microsoft Intune Suite license or Microsoft Cloud PK standalone Intune add-on license. And what is the limitation? You can create up to 6 CA in one Intune TNet, and Intune TNet only show the first 100 issue the certificate. So now you understand what is the Cloud PK and what is the limitation, license requirement, and supporting certificate authority. So next we will discuss about what is the benefit over the traditional on-premises. When you are using in the Cloud PK, what is the difference between what is the benefit of the traditional on-premises? Lower total cost of ownership. It eliminates need the expensive hardware and software, reducing the overall cost of ownership, and reduce on-premise CA workload and operation. You understand? When you need to this setup to the in your on-premises, you need the high scale hardware and software and also need the security level. So this cost you can be eliminated when you are using the Cloud PK. So increase the security, experts and resources to ensure the security of the infrastructure. So you need the expert team to ensure the security of on-premises, but this will be eliminated when you are using the Cloud PK. And easier certificate manager, centralized platform for certificate management. Make it easy to manage and set across the multiple domain. You can centralize to manage your Cloud PK certificate in one places. And less complexity. You don't need to implement and secure simple certificate enrollment protocol. Server as a built-in into solution. No need to reverse proxy, something like this one. It's a creation is a very simple, less complexity. So easy can be implemented. And its fast deployment. Cloud PK enable the quicker certificate issuance and deployment, eliminate the bottleneck and improving the operation efficiency. Next, we will discuss for the process flow architecture. So how the process flow of the Cloud PK will be working. So it's a simple concept we will discuss for here. So here you can see this is your Microsoft admin centers, and there are the processes SCP service, Cloud PK service, SCP validation, and device check-in service. So this is the your devices. So once a device needed to check in, you can see here device check-in process will be device A1. Device check with the Intune device check-in service for the compliance status and policy. So first device needed to check for what is the compliance policy, certificate issue policy, and everything device will be checked. The device require the certificate that Intune could be cloud B trigger the process. You can see if the device requires certificate. So if the device require the certificate, example, if you need to connect with the VPN, or if you need to connect with your Wi-Fi systems, and if you need to connect with your authentication, cloud-based authentication for the Microsoft Intra. So this time, if the device will be checking process, they will check you have the certificate. If no certificate, if the device requires certificate, Intune Cloud trigger the process of the certification process. So next you can see here the certificate request A2. So the device will be sent to the certification reports for the SCEP services. So once the SCP services policy and configuration for the video. So here you can see the Microsoft Intune administrator. Intune administrator is issue the admin to configure the certificate policy. So this policy are pushed to the cloud PKI service for application during the certificate request. You can see here the Microsoft Admin Center request to push the certificate requirement, certificate policy. Then this policy will be application during the certificate request. So this policy are pushed to the cloud PKI service for the application during the service request. Now the Microsoft Intune will push the certification request for the cloud PKI services when the user the device will be need the certification request. So after that cloud PK request processing. So here you can see now the cloud SCP server will be processing the cloud request, and the same time SCP validation service also starting validate the request through the SCP validate service. The same time the validation request also the processing. So you can see the same time SCP service check and also the service validation also the process. So next is the certificate issuer. So after the validation is passed, you can see here after the validation is passed, the cloud PK service will be issue the certificate. The request is validated, the cloud PK service issue the certificate for the device. So here you can see certificate after certificate cloud PK issue, certificate will be delivered to the devices. So the certificate delivered back to the devices in the SCP service. So this device installation study enables secure communication for Wi-Fi or VPN or other services. So you can see here the certificate validator will be in. This is a process flow architecture for the cloud PK services. So now we will go for the next slide. So you can see here simple certificate enrollment protocol SCEP. So protocol is designed to process issuing, reviewing and revoking the detailed certificate, and it manages certificate enrollment requests for the devices, and server as the intermediate between the device and cloud PK services. And SCP enabled to device, example laptop, mobile device or network equipment, to request a certification from the certificate authority. And what is a key feature for SCP? Automated certificate insurance, automated certificate issuance, device and request certificate without manual intervention, and standardized protocol, widely adopted protocol supported by most certificate authority and device platform. And secure communication during the certificate request through the cryptographical method. And it's also integration with the PK, work seamless with the public key infrastructure to manage the certificate. And scalability, ideal for environment and large number of devices require the certificate. So next we will discuss about the two certificate, root certificate and issue certificate in the cloud PK. Root certificate authority is the topmost CA in the CA hierarchy. And you can see here, this is the root certificate. And root CA act as a trust point of the certificate issued by the CA in the hierarchy. This is the trust point of the hierarchy. And root CA is the trust by user, computer and network device or service. And root CA can issue certificate to other CA or the user, computer, network device and service on the network. And now next is the issue certificate authority. You can see here, this is the issue certificate authority. And issue certificate other CA than CA hierarchy. And issue leave certificate can identity to such server, service, client and service. You can see the issue certificate. So now you understand what is root certificate and issue certificate. Next we will go for our demo, how to Microsoft Entra certificate based authentication using the Intune Cloud PK. So we need to do all the steps. Cloud PK license enable, configure root CA, configure issue CA, creating configure profile, deployment root CA and end user, creating configure profile, deploy SCP service. So we will do the step by step. So first we need to go for our Microsoft Intune portal. Then we will enable the Cloud PK license. So now reach our Microsoft Intune admin center. So after that we just go for the tenant administrator. So you need to enable the cloud PK services. So here you can see this is the cloud PKI services. So how to we can enable this one? So just we need to add the Intune add-on. See here Microsoft Intune suite. Just click this Intune suite. See here also Intune suite available for the cloud PKI. You can activate through Microsoft Intune suite, or otherwise you can take from the separate add-on. You can show here. See here you can see the cloud PK. This is one the separate add-on position. You can be take the license separately, and it's available for the 90 days free trial. So currently I am already activated. So you just go for the try to or by just view details and enable the cloud PK. So currently I am activated. So I just directly go for the cloud PK. So once you reach the cloud PK, so we need to create the root certificate. So first you need to click the root certificate, and certificate authority you need to give the name of the certificate authority. So I just go for Rijo skill root C. Copy the same created by Rijo. Okay. Then after that you just go for the configuration setting. So here you can see a root CA must be before issuing the CA. So first you need to create the CA, root CA, then only you can issue the CA. So what is a CA type? You need to select here root CA. So validity period 5, 10, 12 year, whatever the validity period you need to choose. But almost I will choose for the 20 year or 25 year because this more than the validity is good for recommended. So I just go for the 20 year. Then after that extend the key usage. So what's the purpose of using this root certificate? Prevent the potential security risk. Each certificate authority required to consider the specific purpose of use. So we need to select what is the purpose of use. I just select server authentication, client authentication, code signing, email protection. So if you need to choose everything, you can see MAC addressing and external IPsec user timestamping. So whatever the service you want, you need to select. I will just go for server client authentication, code signing, and email protections. Then here you need to give your common name, CN. So I just go for Rijo skill CA root CA. Then here give the organization name, Rijo skill. Then here if you need to organization unit, you can give. Currently not mandatory. I just and country you should be select choose. It's very important. Then after that you can choose the key size algorithm 248307 to RSA4. I just do for the 4096 and SHA-52. So here you can see Rijo root common name and organization name and country. So whatever the details you have, you can put here everything. So demo purpose, I just only put the mandatory details only. So after that, click next. Then here you can see the scope tab. Currently no need to do scope tab. If you have scope tab, you can choose this one. And next I will go for the review and create. I just copy this one. Then click create. So here you can see setting root CA, extend key usage, server on the client, code signing, email protection, MAC timestamping, and also validity period also we choose and everything is there. Then just click create. So now the certificate issue for the root certificate for the Rijoscale. Then after that you just click refresh. See now very simple. They will issue the root CA for the Rijoscale. You can see click here. You cannot edit and setting certificate authority once it create. You cannot edit any details. Only you can edit for the names only here. The settings details you cannot edit. So now after that you need to download your certificate. Okay. So currently I just download later. So I just keep this one, and you can see here certificate revocation list. So here is a certificate revocation list URL. So now we complete our creating the Rijo skill root CA. So what is the next? We need to create the issue CA. So just click create. Then we need to go for the Rijo skill issue CA. Then we need to copy that. So before we create the root CA, now we need to create for the issue CA. Then click next. So here you need to select the CA type. So we will create for the issues here. So I select, and where the root resource. So resource, you need to choose Intune or bring your own root. So currently I just go for the Intune. So I just go for Intune, and you need to select what is the root for the Intune. So previously we created Rejoskill root CA. So we just select that root CA. So common name Rejoskill root CA and active. And here you can choose the validity period. Whatever the validity period you need, I just go for the 2 year. And here you need to choose the extended key usage. You can only choose whatever the key usage in the your previously in the root CA. So that key only here will be this. So this one we not choose, that way it's not display here. So I just go for the server authentication. I just client authentication, code sync, email protection, then timestamping, backup. So whatever you choose the Mac root CA, so that only option you can choose from here. So after that, here you need to give the common name, Rejoskill issue CA, Rejoskill, same name I will put. Then if you have organization name, you can put it. And then after that, you need to select country, SA. Then key usage, whatever the root key usage, you cannot build it, it's already hide from there. Then we just go for next. Then here you can see default scope, then review and create. Then we just click create. So now you understand how to we can create the root CA and issue CA in the cloud PKI. So we complete the step. So after you create the issue CA, just click the issue CA. You can see here all the detail, whatever the certificate you issue in there and what is you revoked. Currently we don't issue anything, so it will not be display here. So you just go to property, you can see all your details, and this is a SCEP URI. You can check this one. This is a CRL distribution point, like a certificate revocation list URL. So just we will close this one now. Then next we need to create one group. Then after that we need to distribute this certificate in our end user device. So I just go for the group. Then here all groups. Then create new group. Then I will give cert authentication. Then copy that same, because certificate authentication group I created. Then it's assigned. I need to choose the member. One of the member I will choose here, Sam at Rejo. After that select, then we will create. So I just create the one group, because this group we need to distribute the root CA and clients. What we will do, we just go for the device. Then we need to create the configuration profile. So I just go for the configuration profile, Windows, then configuration profile. Then here you need to create new policy. Then here you need to select your platform, a template. So here you can go for trusted certificate, then create. Then after that, here you need to enter the name of your policy. So Rejoskill trust certificate. Okay. By Rejo. Then platform. Then click next. Here you need to configure the settings. So before configuration, you need to upload your certificate. So how to we can upload? So we just go for again our Intune portal. Then you just go for the your Rejoskill root CA. Then after that you just download. So now you download the Rejoskill root CA. Then go to certificate. Then you need to upload that certificate. Just go for download. Then Rejoskill root CA upload. So destination resource where you want to store computer certificate store computer certificate in store intermediate user interface. So I need to store the computer certificate store root, okay, because this is a root certificate. The next I will click and assign the add group. Previously we create one group, so we just add that certificate authentication, then select, then click in next. If you need any rule, you can add only for assign profile. If a property, you can add only for this rule, only device will be assigned for the this certificate. So I just go for next. Then after that you just create. So now we create the configuration policy for pushing our root certificate for the device. So after you refresh, you can see Skill certificate. So here once you complete your process, it will be showing for here. So after the configuration profile of the root certificate, so we need to create the SCEP certificate. So just go for the create a new policy. Then after that, you need to select the platform Windows 10 and select type template. So here you can see SCP certificate. So what's the purpose of using? Set up a simple certificate environment protocol. Certificate enable the certificate based authentication in your organization. So we are going to the certificate based authentication. So we need to enable the SCP. So just click and create. So after that, you need to give the name of your SCP. Then after that, be the same descriptions. Then we just go for the configuration setup. So here you can see the configuration settings. So here you can choose the certificate type where you want user or device. So currently I just go for the user, and subject name format. You can see here the Intune automatically create the subject name format in the certificate request. And you can see that if you have any additional alternative need to add, you can also put attribute from the here email address, user principal or DNS or URL. And also certificate validity period. So once the validity period, the amount of remaining before certificate will be expire, you can choose year and days and month. Currently I just go for the year and one. And key storage provider KSP. So where you want to store this, select where you want to store the certificate key. You have option enroll trusted platform, enroll trusted platform module, KSP, otherwise fail, enroll Windows, allow business, enroll software. So I just go for the enroll trusted KSP and otherwise KSP. And key usage, you can see you can use the specific the cryptography action that require the exchange for the certificate public key. So I just go for the digital and key mention and key size. So what is the bit size you need to the key size? So I just go for 2048. And what is the hash algorithm? Use the hash algorithm type for the certificate. Make sure that the strongest level of the security you need. So I just go for the SHA-2. SHA-1 is not possible to. So SHA-1 is currently Microsoft is not using. So I just go for the SHA-2. Then here you need to choose your root certificate. Just click root certificate. So here you can see root certificate option, Rejo, Hope root and Rejo skill root. So we are Rejo skill trust root certificate. So just select that one. Then after that you need to exchange key usage. So where you in most cases the certificate required to lease client authentication, so that use the device and authenticate to the server. So we need to choose what is authentication, client authentication. If you have any other purpose you can use. So currently I just go for the client authentication. Then after that you need to enter the SCP service URL. Find this one. So go to your issues here, Rejo skill. Then you can just go for the property. Then after that you can see SCEP URL. Just copy that one. Then go for your SCP server URL, copy here. So you no need to edit anything from the SCP server. Then just go for click next. So here you need to assign the group. We just assign the previously create the group CRT authentication. Select. Then click next. If you have any applicable rule, you can add the applicable rule. I just go for the next review. So now you can see subject name CM, username and email address, certificate validity 1 year, key storage per KSP. So after that you just go for create. So now the profile is created. So you just refresh. See here the Rejo skill SAP certificate. So we just distribute the certificate. So just click currently when once you done it will be showing success here. So also Rejo test certificate currently here not also. I just go for the device. So just I will go for the Windows. So this is a SAM device. So just click the SAM device. Then just go for the sync. So I just try to sync the devices. Now I need to open SAM devices. So I just go for my virtual machine. Then here you can see the SAM device. So just double click and power on the virtual machine. So now I reach the SAM device. Just open it. I just open the SAM device. So now the SAM device is open. So just I will go for certificate. Manage your user certificate. So here you can see this is a personal certificate. This certificate will be showing your SCP certificate previously we created. This is a trust router certificate. Go to here. Only the certificate is resource skill is not coming here. It take a little bit time to complete the process. So I just pause my video. After finish, I will come back. So now we need to go to check again. The certificate is just go for manage certificate. So just I will go for trusted root certificate. So you can see here resource skill root certificate is coming. So just a double click. Identity remote computer provide identity remote. You can see here the details, all the root certificates, certification one root certificate. So we needed to check for the personal SCP certificate. So you can see here the certificate is generate resource skill issue CA. You can go for here details, all the details and certification part, root CA and issue CA and SAM is the user of this computer. So they will include the particular user. So now we just close this one. Then we need just to go for our Intune portal again. So now we complete our certificate for the cloud PK. So what we need to next step, we need to authentication using this cloud PK certificate. So how to we can do that one? So just we need to go for our Microsoft Entra ID. So portal.azure to go for the portal.azure.com. Then you just go for Microsoft Entra identity. So here you can go for the Microsoft Entra identity security. So here you can see authentication method. You have the authentication method is available here, and here you can see the certification authority class and public key infrastructure. So I just create for the public key infrastructure, then click that one. Then here you need to create the PK. So just we need to review skill certificate authentication. So just create. So I just create the cloud PK. Then after finish, you need to upload here your subload. Upload the client CBA PK or add your certificate authority. So I just go for add certificate authority. So first we need to add the certificate authority. This is the root certificate. So I just go for upload my root certificate, resource skill root certificate. So after yes, if the certificate authority is the root, yes, then certificate revocation lift URL. So how to we can get this one? Just go for our cloud PK, then go for resource skill root CA. Then this is a key CRL distribution URL. So just copy this one, then go for the here certificate, then paste here. So after that, enable issue the in. Okay, just click save. So now we upload a root CA. So after you another one you need to issue CA. So just again I will go for certificate, then go for resource skill issue CA, then property, then go to download. So now the issue CA downloaded. Then after that you just go for add certificate. Then after that select resource skill issue CA, open. Is this is certificate authority root? No. Then you need to give the review question list. How to we can get this one? Just go for the certificate issue CA. This is a CR distribution point for your revocation URL. Then copy that URL. Then go to here. Then after that save. So now we need to add the two certificate. Then after that close this. So now the we create the PK public key infrastructure. We upload our certificate. So after that go for the authentication method Indra. Then after that you just go for the certificate based authentication. Then you need to enable and targeting. So just enable. I acknowledge. So where you need to, so just I don't want this group. I just add the group. So I just select certificate authentication group. Select. I acknowledge. Then you need to configure. Configure revocation list. The setting requires CRL check for the every certification. Say if a distribution point MD is okay, we require the certificate. Recommend that. And issuer hint, also issuer hint, you can select this one. And here is the protection level, multi-factor. And so here required affinity binding, you can see note the default affinity ensure certificate binding use provide the default affinity level unless special rules is applied. So you need to select for the high or low. Currently I just select the low. Then I needed to add the rule here. So bind to my certificate. So previously I binded. So I just add the rule for the binding. Just to give add rule. So here you need to bind your certificate and filter CK or select issue certificate. So just go for select your PK Rejo skill. Previously we created and select the certificate Rejo .ca multi-factor availability. Then select add. So now we need to select our certificate issue root certificate. So after that you can see here if you need to any username binding or rule, I just go for the, if you need anything you just add the bind to your rules like a low affinity issuer and subject like this one. So currently I just go for this one. Then after that I will click for save. So now we complete our one group certificate based authentication, we save it. So now I just go for my devices and check we can log in for the user from certificate based authentication. So how to we can do that one? I need the username for that user. So just I will go for user. Just go for Sam. Then I will copy that user. Okay. So I need to check the user can log in with the certificate based authentication. So I just copy the user principal name. So now I just go for the login for one of my browser. Just open. Then go for new private window. Then just office.com. Then just sign in. I try to sign in for this user. See here you can see forget my password, user certificate or smart card. So I just go for certificate. See the secure connection failed because there are no any certificate for the this devices. So I just go for my virtual machine device. The Sam is using device. I just go for that device. So just I will go for here. So here you can go for the private window. Same office.com. Just to sign in. Enter the same username. Go for next. Just a sign. Try to sign in. So here you can see option coming use a certificate or smart card. So I just click certificate. So you can see select the certificate for the authentication. So you can select this one, then click OK. See now the user will be login using the certificate based authentication Microsoft Intune. Now you log in with your certificate authentication. So you already know why the previous device will not log in because that device don't have the certificate for the XAM at Rejo hope dot on Microsoft. So that is the issue. You can, so now you see I can log in with the certificate based authentication from my Office 365 portal. In the previous device you can see here the previous we are trying to log in, so we can get the error because this device we don't have the user certification because this is another device. So the device don't have the certificate, so they will reject for the certificate based authentication. So this device is showing the certificate, so you can be login with the certificate based authentication. So now I wind up my topic. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and support me.